Hi, I'm Kevin Kawari, and welcome to another edition of Family Safety 123. Where there are kids, you usually don't have to go far to find toys. And while most toys seem harmless enough, toy-related injuries are more common and more serious than you might think. Now, I invited Dr. James Beckerman here to show us what parents can do to make sure the toys their kids play with are safe. And Doctor, thanks for being here. Now, parents, of course, we're always concerned about our kids' safety around toys. Sure. Where can we go to find specific information about the safety of toys?
Well, a great place to start is with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission website, where they keep a list of recalled toys online. You can also actually access the information by telephone as well.
So, Doctor, are younger kids more at risk when it comes to toy-related injuries?
They are, and that's because choking is the biggest hazard. While all kids are at risk for toy-related injuries, you have to imagine that because younger children have a different physiology, smaller windpipes, natural curiosity, a tendency to put things into their mouths, they're going to be at increased risk for choking or for also ingesting certain toxins.
What, as parents, can we do to prevent these kinds of injuries?
The first step is to pick the right toy for your child. Keep in mind that toys that might be appropriate for older kids or even older siblings can actually be extremely dangerous in the hands of younger children. Look at the labels on the product packaging, and remember, not only for the toys that you buy, but for the toys that you receive as gifts.
So, Doctor, what other potential hazards should we be looking out for in toys as parents?
The first thing I worry about with my boys is sharp edges, because a lot of toys these days are made with brittle plastic or even glass, and if it breaks, it can really expose some sharp edges that can cause cuts. They can expose actually knife-sharp points that can also be dangerous. The noise of the toys. They can be toy guns or other kinds of toys that generate really loud noises that can actually be dangerous. Toys with electrical wiring, if they're improperly constructed, there is a risk for things breaking apart or for actually electric shocks or burns occurring. And the last thing is propelled objects. This can be a toy as simple as a ball or something that actually flies around the room. It can be really dangerous, especially to the eyes.
So as parents, what can we do if we find one of these things in the toys that we currently have?
If you can't repair it, throw it out. And your kids might complain, but substitute something else and they'll forget about it soon enough.
Doctor, I know at our house we have a lot of toys with small parts. What kind of issues can arise with those types of toys?
Tiny toys or smaller toys with removable parts like magnets can be easily inhaled or ingested, or sometimes stuffed in somebody's nose or ears or somewhere else. And you also have to keep in mind with stuffed animals or dolls, if they have improperly constructed seams, those little pellets inside can also come out and go somewhere they shouldn't go.
So how do I know, especially with younger kids under 3, right, that a toy part is too small for them?
If you start by using the cardboard tube from a roll of toilet paper, if you can fit a toy in that, it's probably not appropriate for your younger kid.
So, Doctor, we hear so much about lead these days. What about the material our kids' toys are made with? Should we be concerned about that?
You should. There are actually a lot of toxins that can be in toys, and some of them are in older toys, but actually newer toys can have them too. You have to worry about lead, and there are other toxins that are actually part of plastics and other materials that you have to be concerned about.
That's a lot of great information for parents. Dr. James Beckerman, thanks so much for being here.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
So here are the 3 things to remember. Number 1, choose the right toy for the right age. Number 2, examine toys regularly and repair or dispose of unsafe or broken toys. And number 3, test small toys for choking hazards for kids under the age of 3. And remember that in addition to following these tips, it's important to always actively supervise your child when they're playing.